Alright, so if you guys don't remember about last week when the whole, Paige and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville and then the same thing on SmackDown happened, I was very indifferent about it. I was saying that, I think they called up the wrong woman. It should have been Billie Kay, Payne Royce. It should have been these women. But, after watching Monday Night Raw, I didn't really watch it. Just watch the clips on YouTube. But after seeing these clips of Monday Night Raw, I think I take that back. I think they made the right call calling up these women, and it is for this reason alone. I hear a lot of people who talked about how this revolution that's going on with Paige and Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, and then on SmackDown you have Ruby Riot and Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, that it's reminiscent of The Shield in a sense. To which I thought, I never said it, but I thought, they're a little reminiscent of the Nexus in a sense. Now, not the way they went about the situation, of course, but just the way it all could unfold. And on Monday Night Raw alone, I saw it and I'm like, oh my god. They could go with a female Nexus. That would be fucking awesome. And if you guys don't know what I mean, I'll let me break it down to you. So Paige, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville came out on Raw. They were talking shit as always. Paige talked about how she was the one who started the women's revolution.
A year ago, I was the woman. I was the woman to stick the flag into the ground and single-handedly erase the word diva from the WWE dictionary.
And she introduced her group as Absolution.
So Sasha, let me just introduce to you my little group I like to call Absolution.
Which at first I was thinking, Absolution, it's sorry, I guess it's not all that clever, but it's okay name. I could buy into an Absolution shirt or the name Absolution. I guess it'll grow on me over time. But the more you say it, Absolution, 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 it sounds like a faction that would think that is under the impression that they are the resolution, because that's basically what it is, resolution for what is going on, or starting a revolution. I'm like, okay, Absolution, I guess. Absolutely revolution, absolutely resolution, I guess, okay. So then she proceeds to talk about pledging her allegiance. She was talking to Sasha. She then proceeds to talk about how Sasha could stop all of this because she attacked Sasha's partners, Mickie James and Bayley, backstage. She's talking about how this could all end if Sasha pledges her allegiance to Paige.
So the question really is, Sasha, are you gonna pledge your allegiance to us?
Now the thing I think of, I didn't think of the Nexus when I thought of that, but the first thing I thought of when she said pledge your allegiance, tell me you guys did not think about the straight edge society, like CM Punk, Luke Gallows, and what's her name, Serena Deeb. Like the straight edge society is the first thing I thought of, and I'm thinking, straight edge society, I can definitely see it. Maybe it's a ensemble of different male factions. Well, I mean, that wasn't a completely male faction, but maybe it's an ensemble of factions. Straight edge society, I guess a little bit of the Shield, since you guys said it, but the icing on the cake is when Paige said this line.
You're either with us or you're against us.
And right there, I'm like, yep, they could definitely go the Nexus route. Because if you guys remember who said that line first.
You're either Nexus or you're against us.
Wade Barrett of the Nexus used to say, you're either Nexus or you're against us. And I've heard a lot of theories about how the SmackDown version of this team might be linked to this team, Absolution. To which I said, I don't think WWE's that smart, but hey, let's do a little fantasy booking right now. Let's say that they are. This is a fantasy booking. I think that Paige and her team should stay on Raw. And Ruby Riot can be kind of, pledged herself to Paige, and she becomes like Paige's second-hand woman. And she leads her own revolution on SmackDown Live. But they always say, we pledge our allegiance to Paige. And maybe like at Royal Rumble, at every single turn where there can be a Raw versus SmackDown kind of thing, or Raw and SmackDown dual brand, you see them team up together, like all 5 of them. And maybe they all go after championships. Like they go after the Paige goes after the Raw Women's Championship, and Ruby Riot goes after the SmackDown Women's Championship. Maybe Ruby Riot hands over the SmackDown Women's Championship to Paige, and then if y'all want to go, knees deep into this, you can have a faction in NXT. I don't know who you have. That maybe you could have, like, I don't know, Bianca Belair, Vanessa Bourne, and Mercedes Martinez. And they team together. Maybe Bianca Belair wins the NXT Women's Championship. And then, once she wins it, she's like, we pledge our allegiance to Paige. And, they're like a part of Absolution. And then Absolution, it makes it seem like Paige has taken over every single brand of WWE. I think WWE really could go all out with the storyline if they want to. Instead of doing just 2 brands, they could go through all 3 brands, even NXT. Have Paige be like this brainwashing woman who just goes roster to roster, like, I'm the one who started the revolution. Basically, not the women who've been established already. She shouldn't be doing this to like Sasha and Charlotte. It should be every new woman that comes up, like all the NXT women, all the newer women who came up a little bit later than the 4 Horsewomen. Like, all those women, they should be pledging their allegiance to Paige. And Paige could lead, like, I don't know, I'd say, like, at the most, maybe 6, 7, 8 women, maybe. And it just seems like an unstoppable faction, and that kind of forces the 4 Horsewomen to band together on one roster. Maybe on SmackDown, you have, like, I don't know, Naomi, Natalya. You have all these women banding up from all 3 brands to take them on. And, this could be the perfect segue into a women's only brand, which is what I've been hearing is being rumored around right now. That could be the perfect segue into it. You have all these women banding together to try to take down Paige's Absolution. And I'm getting pretty amped up, but I'm not going to get my hopes up too high because we all know how WWE likes to, take a turn for the worse. But I have my close on this one.